Testing. Can anyone hear me? Hello? Oh, I think I can hear myself. Holy crap. Hallelujah. Reed is here. Yep. Thanks so much. Oh no. Yeah, I can't believe I got the sound to work again. Oh, hey, Andrew. Good to see you, man. MJ, how do you still remember my name long after I changed it? Dude, Reed, everyone remembers you. So, you don't know, yeah. I think I believe that. So, what's everyone up to? My birthday is on July 4th. Let's have a party. The rest of the nation, at least, maybe if there's no COVID. Yeah. If Monolith 64 shows up here, wow, I'm gonna tell him off. There's no tomorrow. Just waiting for 10 to come out. What is that? Glad I finally got my declaration bundle. Now I just gotta wait for my signed with the Dead Men Say CD booklet and my signed Fear Not. Not Fear Not. What am I thinking? Fear Factory CD. Right. Fear Factory is a band I do want to look into. Any more Alice in Chains CDs coming? Not right now. I do have one CD coming in the mail, um, but it's not from Alice in Chains. Looking forward to 10 and 2. It's a movie. Okay. Christopher Nolan. Oh, you gotta hear the Fear Factory album, the Human Manufacturer, important 90s metal album. The rest are crazy. Yeah, I mean, I'll have to check that out sometime. 3 hours, yeah. Not sure how I haven't heard of that movie. I love the manufacturer. Almost forgot. Yeah. Hmm. No, as long as three separate movies, if it was true, as long as three 80-minute movies, which would equate to roughly 4 hours. I have all of Fear Factory's albums. Architect is so underrated. Album is raw, heavy, and in your face. That's cool, man. Trying to think of the longest movie ever made. Longest The Godfather Part 2, epic film. I always thought Transformers movies were pretty long. 200, wow. Transformers movies have no reason to be that long. Yeah, I agree. They kind of overstay their welcome. Not bad, but just, I don't know. Seen The Godfather, see both of them. Titan, 3 hours long. It's not that good a movie, too. I mean, The Sinking Sun is cool, but the love story is cheesy. Titanic is overrated. Yeah, I might agree with that. See, we got 6 people in here. I wonder how long it would take for you to watch the entire Ardening franchise as a single film. That is a good question. Now, does that include the remastered ones? Um, as a lot of you know, I'm coming out with an Ardening 6, which is scheduled to come out early 2021. And I actually hope to make that the longest Ardening yet, aka the longest series I've ever done. So we'll see if I can achieve that. The only way it would be my longest series is if I surpass 9 episodes. No remastered doesn't count as the originals. Yeah, that is a good question. Movies that should have never had sequels. The Terminator. You only you only needed part one and two. Yeah, okay, cool, yeah. The thing is, I don't want to milk it, I guess, whenever it comes to making the series. Like I don't want to keep like marketing it or whatever and like never release it or whatever. I want to put it out sometime soon, but I got plenty of time to work on Ardening 6. Right now, there's currently nothing done for it, which I plan on changing soon. I hope to work on it at least in July. Wait, what's the order to watch Ardening in chronological? Um, well, you have to watch Ardening the beginning first, which is the prequel, and then go Ardening 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. That's the chronological order. I'm gonna see how long it'll take to watch. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Reed. All those ones are supposed to watch Star Wars film was bad. I've actually never really seen Star Wars, believe it or not. Got 8 people in here. If there's any people in the stream, feel free to say something, and welcome. You've seen all the Indiana Jones movies, right? I've only seen two of them. I've seen the Temple of Doom and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Those are the only ones that I've seen. I really like both of them, though. So, yeah. I like how the Nazis are the bad guys in two of the Indiana Jones movies. Indiana Jones also bumped into Hitler accidentally and then all perfect villains as they are evil anyhow. I have a list of all the movies I've watched so far since the whole COVID thing has started. That's cool, MJ. Yeah, I haven't, kept up with anything like that. Hey, what's up, Kevin Smith? Glad to have you here. Thanks for coming. Yeah, I should get around to watching the other Indiana Jones films. More people here than the Instagram live streams. Maybe. The only thing is that um, like the audio just didn't work for some reason. You know, I'm not even sure like what was that all about. You know, Marcus DeWitt says hi. Hello, Marcus. The recent Star Wars movies are pretty boring, to be honest. What's up, the Prison Meddler? Again, haven't seen the Star Wars movies. I remember that it was the Sounds of Madness live stream. Yeah. Exactly Productions, what's up? Hey, what's going on, Christian? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for showing up. Last Jedi was way too long the whole time, and then put in that chick on that casino, and it was just plain a pain to watch. Wow, that's really something. I agree with you, MJ. Do we really got 12 people in here? I've seen your videos before, just figured I'd say hi and join. Well, thank you so much for coming. Thanks for watching the videos. But yeah, Andrew, I think you're probably right about this being the way to go. Dang, a lot of people here, yeah, surprisingly. Force Awakens wasn't that too overhyped. Yeah. Again, I don't know anything about that, so no, man. Yeah, how about no? Chastain says hello. Hello. I'm good, MJ Nation. Thanks for asking how you doing. You know, I like there isn't like 500 people in here in these live streams. I can never get my answers questions. Sometimes it's hard. That is true, Andrew. That's why I never comment on bigger YouTuber streams, is because very rarely will you get like recognized or get your questions answered or whatever, or you'll most likely not get a response. How are you tonight? I'm doing okay. I just uh, I just found out this one hater that I had like a few years ago is for some reason back at it. Not sure what his problem is. I just started to watch Star Wars movies. It takes 282 minutes to watch the whole thing. So it was a single continuous film. Well, and then will we get longer with Ardening 6. Yeah, I thought it was shorter than that, Reed. That's interesting. Hey, Zach, have you ever been to any concerts? I've only, well, been to two. And those two concerts were both Red. I got to see Red twice. But yeah, I never get to go to many concerts. Imagine live streaming in a video with 1,000 plus people. I never get responses. Honestly, copy and paste like crazy. Yeah, that's true. I've seen people do that. No, longest single part is 2 at 22 minutes 22 seconds. That's interesting. Oh, cool. Yeah. I wonder where MJ Nation went. Oh, here he is. I've seen Green live. It was terrible. All the grass is stand and do nothing. I can't think of any bands that I like am like dying to see live. You know, I know I would like to see Metallica. I think Metallica would be a good show. My friend wanted to name his band Blue as he likes red. I told him that was a stupid idea. I saw Nickelback once, but before they played a single note. Oh man, been to a few concerts. That's cool. Metallica best concert I've ever been to. Never U2's really great too, but I think they're just okay. I love to see Trivia. I find the strike, really stop if I ever saw them live. Awesome, yeah. I would like to see Demon Hunter live, which I know might not come off as a surprise for some people, but I mean, my bias meter can go really high up there when it comes to Demon Hunter. I have a hot take. My Favorite Trivium song is To Burn the Eye. Mm. You've seen Metallica twice. That's cool. Yeah, I'm sure that was an experience. You've seen Tool one time. It was a head trick. Mm. Yeah, I bet. I once had to go with my sister to see Britney Spears. Oh gosh, totally lip syncing terrible. It's, hmm, that's interesting. I've also seen Slipknot. Wow, I think that would be a good concert too. When I was at the mall yesterday, I saw someone in a Slipknot shirt. They had a Tool shirt when I was at FYE. Rush was still around. I'd love to see them. Me too, Reed. Definitely. Tool show cost $500 for one ticket. Yeah, knowing Tool, angry grandpa fan. Do you like Tool? Yeah, I do. Definitely a great band. I've seen Papa Roach and Eminem perform together when I was super young, like as a kid. Hmm. Would like to see some of their concerts on the coast and 7 months. Okay. My dad saw Papa Roach, Limp Bizkit, and Eminem before I was born, around 2000, give or take. Also saw Sing. Wow. My favorite Tool album is 10,000 Days. 10,000 Days is actually my least favorite Tool album, but I still think it's a great album because they've never released a bad album. Seeing, I love to see a lot of bands, but no one is touring in the Netherlands. Yeah, that can be a struggle. I've seen Behemoth as well. I don't like them at all. I have to admit they were pretty entertaining. Yeah, I'm not into Behemoth at all. Lateralus is your favorite. Cut my life into pieces. This is my last Wii Sports Resort. Your inoculum is my least favorite, but it's good. Yeah, that's understandable. I mean, I can see why. Yours with the anima. Do you like Pantera? I do. I was hyped by Fear Inoculum, especially since basically every song was over 10 minutes. Um, that's actually one of the things that I think really, I, I guess, I don't want to say made it a bad album because it's certainly not a bad album, but I just don't think it helped. You know, I would at least like one or two songs to be, maybe 5 minutes, at least two of the songs. I want to go to the Cannibal Corpse concert for some odd reason. just to go to an extreme concert. Wonder what Max is up to. Hey, Zach, are you a fan of Anthrax now? I've been into Anthrax since 2018, so I've been into them for a couple of years. I wouldn't consider myself a die-hard Anthrax fan, though. I would more so just consider myself more of a casual fan. But I really do like them. Zach, you should listen to this new metalcore band. They're called Blood on the Dance Floor. No, thank you. It helped, yeah. Man, this year has just been, it's not been a good year for music. Like, we're basically reaching July, and like, there's like really still nothing worth losing your mind over that came out this year. What's my favorite Pantera song? Mm, I don't have a favorite song, but my favorite album um, is Vulgar Display of Power. Jonas Brothers is a good thrash metal band to check out too. Wow, no. Undertow is so good. Blood and 4 Degrees are songs that don't get enough attention. I can agree. My favorite Tool album is Lateralus because it was the first Tool album I've heard. I think it was my first as well. And it might be my favorite Tool album as well. I think the best year for heavy metal music was 2016 because of a lot of bands released new albums. I totally agree with that. I think 2016 was a great year for music. I know some I know some people me and MJ know might disagree with that, but mainly due to the lack of hard rock albums, but oh yeah, Floods is I think that song is kind of underrated. 2019 was a really good year for metal too. Oh, it was. I highly praised last year's lineup of albums. Like it was insane. Like didn't Slipknot's "We Are Not Your Kind" and "Fear Inoculum's" top at number 1? I think they did. The Wiggles are my favorite jazz, metal, grindcore, progressive metal band. Check out Twist and Shout and Pull Harder on the streaming area. Do you like System of a Down? I think they're okay. I don't really listen to them that much, but I think they're okay. Bud deleting his Instagram. Do I even want to know the motives behind that? I don't know, MJ. Where is Bud anyway? Like, do you like Alice in Chains? Yes, I do. They're actually the only grunge band that I'm into at the moment. I would like to look more into Soundgarden, but as of right now, I'm not quite into them yet. I do have some respect for Soundgarden. You know what annoys me when I see people wear T-shirts of bands they never listen to? What a joke! Yeah, yeah, I can see how that can get annoying. There are people who wear band shirts and think it's a brand of a T-shirt without knowing you're an actual band. Yeah, Bud Lightyear might be in Infinity and Beyond. Do you like Nirvana? Not really. I think they're kind of overrated. I don't hate them, but I just think they're kind of overrated. What is your favorite progressive metal band and album? I don't know. My favorite progressive metal band is actually a tie between two, Fates Warning and Queensryche. My favorite album, though, that's tough. I would say Operation Mindcrime. Why not? Andrew mentioned their T-shirt composers do. I had a friend in high school who wore Metallica and Slayer shirts and never listened to a single song by them. Yeah, he deleted it because he finds it boring. Huh? Subline. Never really listened to them, and Twitter isn't. That's true, MJ. I love Unplugged in New York by Nirvana. Beautiful album. Kurt Cobain's finest hour. Yeah, I've heard good things. MJ sings raps. Metal have a song called Hot Play. They tear us apart. Enter Sandman and Sax House. Oh, here we go. Nirvana is good, but I like Soundgarden and Alice in Chains a lot more. That's cool. If you enjoy reggae rock, you might like some. Thanks for the shout out, Reed. Chris Cornell was in Audioslave. He was other members of Rage Against the Machine. Solid band. I've heard their material. I don't think I have. I need to check that out though. Rage Against the Machine. 311 is a good mix of reggae, rock, and rap. MJ has written songs that last 6 years. Wow. Yeah, I hate seeing people wear rock and metal shirts of bands. You don't even listen to them or know them. Yeah, I don't see that a lot, but I can definitely understand how that can get annoying. Do you like corn? I wouldn't consider myself, well, I guess you could say I'm a casual fan. I haven't heard all their stuff, but I do like a couple of albums I have heard with Korn. So they are a band I would like to look more into, though. That's for sure. I've also written songs that write songs for me. Don't have to write songs. Yeah. Do you like the Ramones? Never. I don't think I've listened to them either. Imperfect Square Road. And the Rolling Stones killed. I love Korn, but I think their last album, The Nothing, is way too overrated. Maybe. I don't think you like 311. Corn is possible. Yeah, corn is more than just possible. I think it's likely. You really like the nothing. One solo dude wearing a Kiss t-shirt and asked if he listens to Kiss and he said no. Oh jeez. Gotta go, guys. See ya. Okay, Reed. Thanks for showing up. Take care. Hang on a minute. I need to make myself comfortable. I write music as I play guitar and sing. I wrote an album that is kind of progressive rock meets Alice in Chains. That actually sounds amazing, Andrew. I would definitely listen to it. Oh. No Ravan, no Bud, no Max. Wow, Ravan. I mean, Ravan. We kind of know what the deal is with him. I don't want to join the elitist club. Yes meets Alice in Chains. That does sound unique. I'd probably be into that. Zach, what was your first Metallica CD? My first Metallica CD was And Justice for All. Mine was Master of Puppets. I actually remember getting my start with Metallica. I remember one of the dudes at the exchange store. This was like back in 2016, whenever I got into Metallica. I One of the employees at the exchange were kind of like giving me advice on where I should start, and they said Master of Puppets, and sure enough, it was a very good start. Sometimes I do go back and forth between Master of Puppets and Ride the Lightning as my favorite Metallica album. But Ride the Lightning, I do enjoy just a hair more. Oh, yes, who doesn't listen to anyone? I would just even play GTA with Insomnia playing in the background as I sit on my Lightning McQueen bed. Oh, oh my goodness. You know what's bad? The first Metallica song I ever heard was I Disappear, Rough Start, saying, hey, 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 here I go now. Yeah. I'm trying to think if I ever had a rough start when getting into a band. That is a good question. Um, Maybe Demon Hunter, since the first songs I heard from them were from The World is a Thorn. Um, Maybe Trivium as well. I don't know. Not bad, but not their worst. Yeah, that's understandable. My favorite would be Ride the Lightning. Yeah, Ride the Lightning to me is basically a 10 out of 10 album. Well, my first Pink Floyd album was the Division Bell, and it's pretty boring compared to this past stuff they did before. Yeah, at least I Disappear is better than that garbage Lumen album. Yeah, true. Ride the Lightning is my favorite Metallica album. Honestly, I have a hard time with which album I like more, and Justice for All or Master of Puppets. Yeah, that's debatable. My first metal band I heard was Arion. Never heard of them, I don't think. I don't have Saint Anger, and I never will. Never ever buy it. It was so awful and a big disappointment. I don't think it's as bad as some people make it out to be, but I can understand. I used to think Pink Floyd was a boring band when I was 15. As I got older at 17, I was super into them. At least Pink Floyd, 1967, 1980. I might look into them as well. Um, for more classic rock to put in my library. I have Lulu on CD. The CD has never left the jewel case and will stay that way. Can't stand Saint Anger. Aaron is a progressive metal project. Okay, that's interesting. I like Frantic grabs popcorn. I think that song is okay. Everyone starts off with the album Dark Side of the Moon when first discovering Pink Floyd. Yeah, I think that's like their biggest album though. I will say, I got into a lot of bands this year so far. That is, um, of course, I mean, at the end of the year, I'll do a recap, just like I did for 2018 and 2019. The recap of videos where I share all the bands that I gotten into in that year. I, if I remember correctly, um, I only got into four bands in 2019. And I think the reason being is because I was too focused on the newer releases by the bands I was already familiar with, pretty much. Granted, my favorite part of the lyric, wish that was the entire song lyrics, honestly. Wow. Iron Maiden's Virtual 11 is way better than Saint Anger. That album isn't bad. I can agree a little bit. Exactly Productions, I think, and MJ Nation, I think we all have something in common. Because my favorite album is Ride the Lightning. Yeah, probably. How quickly I forgot that Max needs Aerosmith. for sure. There's a lot of bands that Max needs. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, we probably do. Can't go wrong with any of the songs on that album. Yes, including Escape. I like Escape. Same here, MJ. That is probably the weakest song on the album, but that's not even saying much, since I think that song is really good. How did you come up with the name of your YouTube channel? Well, obviously, my name is Zach, and my last name begins with a D. And the productions thing came along because, well, I make films. So I thought that, you know, I mean, I know it's not that original, but it is what it is. Escape is just as perfect as the rest of the songs on the album. I remember when I first heard Fade to Black and Creeping Death, I would repeatedly listen to them over and over. Yeah, those are some of my favorites on Ride the Lightning. What's your favorite Maiden album? Um, my favorite used to be Power Slave, but now it's my second favorite. My favorite would be Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. What do you think about U2? I've never listened to them. Welcome Home and Fade to Black are probably my favorite Metallica ballads. Yeah, same here. Escape is pretty underrated, but a pretty awesome song. Yeah, I can agree with that. For me, it's Somewhere in Time. Somewhere in Time is probably my third favorite Iron Maiden album. I would probably put that one as my third favorite. Maybe even second. I don't know. Power Slave and Somewhere in Time kind of do fight for number two for me. I think James Hetfield hates that song. Sea of Madness is an underrated song. I agree, MJ. 2 minutes after midnight, I was jamming to that Maiden track while driving the Lexus at 90 per hour. Probably shouldn't do that, so I won't get a speeding ticket. Yeah, very true, Andrew. I think the X Factor is Maiden's most underrated album. Yeah, I'd probably agree with that, honestly. Um, some people don't like it because of course, Blaze Bailey, but I mean, who cares? I think it's a great album. I know Ravan said he didn't like it. I actually remember Ravan saying that he thought Virtual 11 was better than the X Factor, which I'll never understand. Guys, please don't judge me, but my favorite songs from Iron Maiden with Blaze Bailey are The Angel and the Gambler and Sign of the Cross. I mean, I don't agree with Angel and the Gambler, but Sign of the Cross is a great track. Run Silent, Run Deep. Oh yeah, I agree all those songs are underrated. But God, it sucks to get any ticket from the cops. Has that ever happened to you? Traffic violations? No, not yet. Don't you think I'm a savior? Don't you think I could save your life? Yep. The most stupid traffic violation I had was driving through a red light, and I had that red light cameras in it. It was only because I was laughing so hard with my GF at the time. So stupid. Yeah, that's terrible, man. Iron Maiden got me into heavy metal music. I wish that Iron Maiden was one of the bands that got me into metal. I started out with bands that aren't very popular. Like most people, when they get into metal, they usually have their starts through Slipknot, Disturbed, Avenged Sevenfold, Metallica, Iron Maiden, even Black Sabbath. But my first metal bands were like Demon Hunter, The Devil Wears Prada, We Came as Romans, As I Lay Dying. I think Between the Buried and Me was also one of my first. I know it's kind of weird, but I used to think Evanescence was metal. Is that kind of sad? A little bit. A mailman waved to me to move first, but when I moved, he made turn in front of me. Luckily, I stopped fast enough. What kind of crap is that? Yeah, yours was Black Sabbath. That's interesting. Before I even started listening to heavy metal music, I was really into rap, hip hop, and pop music. It happens. My first taste of metal was probably either Metallica or Pantera, but I forget at this point. Slipknot was my first taste of metal, unless Korn is metal. Yeah, I'd say Korn is metal. I mean, why wouldn't they be? Yeah, I kind of had a unique start. when getting into metal. I've heard some people say that Led Zeppelin is metal, but I don't agree with that. I classify Led Zeppelin as classic rock. I've heard that too, actually. I've heard some people say that Led Zeppelin it was like the first metal band or whatever. I mean, while I'd agree that they, heavily impacted metal, but they're rock. All right, guys, I gotta go. Take care and stay safe. Okay, Christian, thanks for coming. You take care now, man. Max, Nickelback was my first. Changed my life. Proud of having a Nickelback poster on my wall. Wow. I don't know my favorite Sabbath record yet since I'm about to do my ranking on them. But my favorite by them would most likely. Hmm. Oh, okay. That's an interesting choice since that's a Dio album. Because most people would pick one of the Ozzy albums as their best. I mean, I know I would. But yeah, I'll have to keep an eye out for your ranking. My favorite Black Sabbath album is probably Master of Reality. Master of Reality is easily my favorite. Yeah, same here. My second favorite would probably be Paranoid. Sabotage is a great album by Sabbath. Kind of not paying attention enough, but it's solid. I like the song Symptom of Universe Heavy Riff. I I actually really like Sabotage. That's maybe one of my favorite Black Sabbath albums. I mean, I might even go as far to say that it's my third or fourth favorite Sabbath album. I don't know. Sabbath has had so many great albums, so yeah. And then there's the debut though, like which is also great. I don't it's really hard to rank, especially the first 6 Black Sabbath albums. Do you think the last 2 albums with Ozzy kind of sucks? Technical Ecstasy and Never Say Die. I actually kind of like those albums. I might have an unpopular opinion, but I actually like Never Say Die more than Technical Ecstasy. I just really enjoy that album. Although Technical Ecstasy has songs like It's Alright and what is it, Backstreet Kids? Is that the song? Unpopular opinion, I might like The Humanizer as much or as more than Mob Rules. That's debatable for me. I think I enjoy Mob Rules a little bit more, but that's just me. I love Sabbath. They had a box set remaster from like 2004, I believe. It has the first 8 albums in it with Ozzy. Check out that box set. It's called the Black Box. Cool packaging too. Um, I do have some of the remasters, so maybe I'll check it out. It's not for sure. I thought my favorite Judas Priest album would either be Screaming for Vengeance or Painkiller, but it's Defenders of the Faith. Screaming for Vengeance is my favorite Judas Priest album. Painkiller is a great album, but honestly, that album is so overrated. There would be no Black Sabbath without Lord and Savior Kid Rock. Wow, that's ridiculous. But yeah, Defenders of the Faith is kind of overlooked, but like not too much. Trying to think if there's any more Yes albums that I need. Stained Glass is a good album too. I was listening to it 3 days ago. Yeah, Stained Stained Glass is maybe my. It's maybe in my top 5 favorite Judas Priest albums. Wolves at the Gate equals Trivium. No, let's not get too carried away. Your least favorite would be Ram It Down. Huh. I like Ram It Down, but I will say that it's not one of their best. Demolition is their worst, in my opinion. That's that's a Ripper Owens album, right? Yeah, it's a Ripper's Owens album. Okay. Yeah, very rarely can bands pull that off with like vocalist substitutes. Same with Blaze Bayley of Iron Maiden. Angel of Retribution, it's alright, not their best. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Um, I've only heard Redeemer of Souls and Firepower within the current Rob Halford era. Battles over the Chester race, joke of the night. Yeah, no. That could never be let go. Stained Class is at number 4 in my list. That's cool. Yeah, it's a great album. I mean, I, I thought about doing a Judas Priest ranking one day, but I haven't heard all their stuff yet, so might need to do that. But maybe I can like rank like an era of the band, like rank their 80s albums. I need to listen to more Death. For one of those bands I used to listen to, but stopped after a while. Yeah, they're a great band. I don't see many people say that Individual Thought Patterns is their favorite Death album, but I don't know. I personally really dig that album. Symbolic is another one of my favorites. Have his internet history be full of CNN. Wow. Oh, Ridge. Angel of Retribution is severely underrated. Individual Thought Patterns, Leprosy, and Symbolic are my favorites. Leprosy used to be one of my favorites, but it's not so much these days. I still like the album though. Oh, that's super liberal women. Oh wow. Yeah, I think that might be who he's talking about. Mine might be The Sound of Perseverance. Wow. I know a lot of people have Sound of Perseverance at the top. If Max reacted to death, I'm scared. Where's my blanket? Wow. Yeah, that sounds accurate. So we got 8 people in here. Come out to California when they been here before. It's like 2,000 a month for an apartment, but it's cool to visit. Hmm. No, I have not been there before, Andrew. I do need to be more experienced with travel more. That's for sure. I've been to California. Hmm. You're from Hawaii? That's interesting. Pretty cool. The only I've only been to 3 states altogether in the US. No, make that 4 actually. Yeah. Pennsylvania, obviously, New York, and Ohio, and Washington D.C., which is obviously not a state, but you know what I mean. But the point is, I haven't really been out much yet. Been to 8 states so far. That's pretty neat. I like to travel when I can. Been to Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia, South America is next. Yeah, traveling is fun. You should travel outside of the US one day. I'm gonna have to, Andrew. I mean, definitely. Especially since I don't want to live the rest of my life alone. I think MJ is the only one here that would know what I'm referencing. But that's cool, Andrew. Yeah, the problem is like, I mean, I'm sure that's expensive though. Oh, I do, yeah. Well, I mean, if it works, it works. Oh boy. Wow. I'm single AF if that doesn't say. Yeah. I can't afford to travel all the time, but if I won the lottery, I would not have a permanent home unless I was married. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, but yeah, that sounds like some people we know. Bought Aurora on vinyl, but nothing from a classic band, which is what vinyl was basically made for. Get yourself some Led Zeppelin or Black Sabbath or Metallica. What a waste, yeah. Especially since the album doesn't even hold up that well. Thailand is cheap to visit. Plane tickets are more than expensive. Thailand itself. Interesting. Now I'll get the Kelly Clarkson vinyl on vinyl instead. Oh my gosh. Been to California, Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, Texas, which I live here, Oklahoma, and Florida. That's something. Oh, Max is here. What's up, Max? Thanks for coming. A little irritating that Ravan's first Seven Dust album will be Kill the Flaw. Yeah, leave it to Tony. Him and his radio-friendly music. Hi, it's Max. Yep. Anyone been jamming The Who? No. No. The Who's okay, but I don't listen to them. Yeah, fair enough. I'm more into the one. I see what you did there. You prefer the Doors. Yeah. Are you a fan of Guns N' Roses? Not really. I love Kelly Clarkson. I used to sing my toothbrush. My singers some tune on as I was brushing my teeth. Wow. That's interesting, Andrew. Guns N' Roses, one of the most overrated bands of all time. Not bad though. Yeah, I pretty much feel the same way. The what? The why? I think it's horrible. Why tour? Oh wow. I think Enter Sandman is underrated. Oh jeez. No Feeding Machine. Hmm. I haven't I haven't seen Feeding the Machine in a while actually. I think the last video he posted was a Q&A video. I know he made a post on Instagram, but that was like the last time I've ever heard from him. Where's the homie Feeding Machine? Yeah, that's what we're all wondering. Good old Feeding Machine. So is Symphony of Destruction, yeah. So, the next bands I think I'm going to get into are um, Fear Factory, Korn, and Def Leppard. Diving more into classic rock and French music these days. That's cool, Max. Just make sure it's the right kind of classic rock. Bands like that me and MJ are, you know, into. This whole pandemic has been messing with my sleep schedule. Yeah, it has been for me as well. I used to sleep at midnight, wake up at 7 a.m. Now it's shifted. Wake up at 11 a.m. Hmm. Yeah, nowadays I go to bed around 6 a.m. Zach and I should get into French music. Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna happen. Right now, my next ranking would be Mushroom Head. Never really listened to Mushroom Head. Sometimes I'll wake up at 4 a.m. I don't know why. Hmm. Sometimes I'll wake up at 4 p.m. Nighttime is basically my daytime. They're totally not classic rock. Yeah, I know I've heard of ABBA, but I haven't listened to them. Star said is classic rock. Tell me another joke. Trying to think of other bands I need to get into. Maybe Soundgarden. Forgot about Soundgarden. I I, I do want to dive into them as well. If I remember correctly, I do remember liking what I heard from them. Kingsreich. Wow. Oh, Machine Head. Yeah, Machine Head would be worth trying if you like Pantera. Okay, I'll keep them in mind too. I used to wake up at 3 a.m. and see two dark shadow figures next to me whispering. Hey, scary. I'm glad that stuff went away now. Huh. That's quite weird. That's kind of scary. The Cult, if you want another classic band, you think you'll like them. Okay. I haven't, yeah, I haven't really listened to much of them, but maybe I will. Machine Head, Green to Red, Machine Head. Soulfly is a good one. Hmm. I have thought about giving Slayer some more chances. Um, I really want to see the hype with them because as of now, I'm not really a Slayer fan. I don't mind Slayer, but I don't know. I just never could get into them. Bush is coming out with a new album the day after my birthday. Hmm. I'll take Rush over Bush any day. The Cult is a really good band. Love Removal Machine is a popular song they did, and others. Okay. Slayer's debut is really good. Outside of that album, I like only a few songs, maybe. I could give them another try. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'll have to check out Slayer's debut then if it's a really good album. Overkill you would like. Yeah. Um yeah, I mean I can see me liking them. I do like the couple of albums I have heard from them. My favorite would be Rain and Blood. If you get into Soundgarden, I recommend their debut Bad Motorfinger. Their song Outshine is one of my favorite songs of all time. Exodus is another pick if you like Overkill. Yeah, there's a lot of thrash metal bands I'd like to look into. Check out Puddle of Mud. Yeah, I'll pass. Bush did that album. 16 Stone, I like the lyric of their song. Dead. They were one of the many lost grunge bands of the 90s. Puddle of Mud or Stain. Which torture, I mean, band would you prefer? I might go with Stain, maybe. I don't know. That's a hard pick. Bush is mad, in my opinion, but they have a few good songs. Oh man, he retracted his message. Why is that? Ugh. Stain has a few good songs I like, but they're pretty dull and boring. Yeah, I'll probably never get into them either. Not happening. What's up with the Wiggles these days? Who knows? Without the Wiggles, I wouldn't have discovered Metallica. What the crap? Fall Out Boy has really gone downhill. It's so sad, like their first album. Yeah, that's a shame, man. So, wow, this is something. Fall Out Boy's first four albums are great. Ever since they reunite, their music hasn't done much for me. Very much prefer Blink 182. That's kind of how I feel about Breaking Benjamin in a way. Like, I don't know why everyone makes a big deal about them coming back, because, I mean, Dark Before Dawn and Ember, I think, are good albums, but I don't think they're anything worth writing home about. So you sleep super late sometimes, 6 a.m. I think once for me to start if I outside, it becomes even harder to sleep. I need the darkness of night. Um, Latest I've ever slept in was like 4 p.m. or something like that. Well, isn't this interesting? You only listen to Breaking Benjamin's first three albums nowadays. I hardly listen to Breaking Benjamin like I used to. And I don't know why, there's certain people that still make a big deal out of them, like they're like the most groundbreaking band ever, like they were the greatest thing that's ever happened to music. But yeah, I do agree that their earlier stuff is much better, more nostalgic. And I think that's all they're good for. It's just the nostalgia. I think I'm going to go to bed getting tired. Good night, guys. Okay, MJ, you take care. I'm thinking about ending the stream pretty shortly here anyway. Breaking Benjamin is overrated in your opinion? Oh yeah, they're definitely overrated. But a good band. I mean, they were one of my first bands, so but yeah, they're overrated. October Rust is great too. But Bloody Kiss is my favorite. You need to sleep too late. New tires for the car. Other stupid tasks. See you next time. Okay. Well, you guys, you take care. It's been a cool stream. Thanks for showing up. So, on that note, take care.